Hello, everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming, and welcome in to the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Challenge Cup Tournament Finals between Japezu and CrEgg. Alongside Sinister Sama, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we have this matchup all set to go here for you. And I was going to say we're going to be counting down in a matter of seconds here, so we'll be going over the rest as we get along here, right, Sinister?
Indeed, indeed. We'll have flag sets momentarily to let you guys know what we are getting ourselves into. But first, in chat, you know the deal. What are we opening with today? Make your guesses.
And I see that I tricked myself as it's CrEgg, but the capital E threw me off here. I guess I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable or something like that. Not the first time, won't be the last either.
Hey, everybody has that. So, we're going to be doing the tournament brackets for our first flag today. Hammers will break rocks. They will not break locks. No end cards, and the stages will be revealed. And Desert Hill will be our first opening stage.
All right, we have a pipe ready to go here. We'll see where it leads. Is it blocked by anything? Oh, it leads right to a fortress.
And CrEgg's going to go get himself an early frog suit, while Japezu's going to be going into Donut Fort proper. Now, funny thing is this. This may or may not be a Sama seed, so guesses on what's the first pain level as well.
Yes.
You just said yes. Awesome. Japezu will be
affirmative, not in any type of a rooting or supportive type thing.
Always the case. So Japezu will strike first. CrEgg will not be too far behind. And our first level of the day, 3-3. So this is
no boss bass.
Oh, that's a shame. No boss bass, not even a mini boss. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward 3-3. So there's still plenty of game, and there's still plenty of pain. Hey, I made it funny. And oh, CrEgg stumbles a little bit, but keeps his P-speed.
Yep, looking to close the gap a little bit here as we now have, well, I was going to say we have a Hammer Bro battle, but instead we've got the desert going to ice, naturally, and oh man.
And the pain begins. The worst level in the game, 6-6. And Boomerang Brothers and, simultaneous deaths. Japezu and CrEgg both paid a price.
So now going in a different direction, it's 7-1.
Oh my god, the 100-coin fine is real.
So pick your poison. Oh, wow. 6-6 or 7-1.
Make your choices in chat. We open the finals and Japezu gets nailed and CrEgg also gets nailed. They're going to be here a minute, so get comfortable.
Oh, well, okay. Both are wisely going to the mushroom house to get a little bit of support here. We've got a fire flower on Japezu's side and a mushroom on CrEgg's side. And utilizing the mushroom, oh yeah, both of them are going to go for the skip here. And they both get it at practically the same time. Look at the sync.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
The synchronization, mwah, chef's kiss.
Always a plus, and also a fun fact. This is a best of 5, so first of 3 victories. Yes, it is.
I saw the little 2 wins on the bottom and figured it was a best 2 out of 3 falls, but no, we're going best 3 out of 5. That is, that was unbeknownst to me until moments ago, because I had no idea I was going to be commentating this until maybe about 15 minutes prior to start.
And to make matters even sweeter, if in any event if one of them each get a win, we will be going to a day 2, possibly with different commentators. So with that being the case here, are we going to be looking at a 3-0 sweep, or are we going to be looking to have the full distance spanned over 2 days?
I think that the randomization and the talent level too good to have the brooms broken out here.
Japezu with a Jukin's Cloud early. So CrEgg is going to go into the World 4 airship to take on Morton. Let's see how much salt Morton is sitting on today. And with that, here's the Morton fight from CrEgg. Oh my god, no sodium! Sodium free!
And a quick catch up here, and the runners are a matter of seconds apart here as we get through our first world.
So just seconds apart here. Ladies and gentlemen, what is next? We got a long ones ahead and plenty of danger on the horizon. And those in chat, if you are guessing and you got correct, put a notch on, put a circle on your papers. The sky is next, so ooh, not fast enough. So 3-1, interesting. CrEgg's gonna have a little bit of a disadvantage because he's going in with a leaf. Meanwhile, Japezu will be going in with a oh, never mind.
I was able to get the P speed and fly across most of the level.
Meanwhile, Japezu lost a Fire Flower by a very nasty Cheep trying to get some height. And we got Spiral Tower. Now, here's the question. Will Spiral Tower lead to the other side, or will it take it to the sky proper?
Was able to get the first, but not the second, was CrEgg.
And Japezu gets both of them. Indiana Jones would be proud. CrEgg merely a room away.
The gap has closed a little bit here. A little overzealous on the jump.
Still a room away, so CrEgg and Japezu are neck and neck, and only a lonely Paragoomba stands in the way of both CrEgg and Japezu.
Yeah, I'd say right now they're about 5 seconds apart, give or take. And it does lead across, and well, now we've got a little divergence here. We've got Japezu looking to pick up some items, and CrEgg is into our next fort.
5F2, the sauna. So Japezu's taking advantage of not seeing any end cards going with the items here. Another Jukum's Cloud. This could be important, depending on what Japezu's decision is. He might just stock on those clouds for later, seeing that when he sees that sky, there's 3 forts. One of them has got to break the lock.
Alright, so we will soon see if it's behind fort number 1, fort number 2, or fort number 3. Late Monty Hall would be proud.
Unfortunately, Sauna's not the one. And 5-5 with the fire enemy set. Fire chumps are already on the loose. CrEgg will be equipped with a fire of his own. Meanwhile, Japezu will be getting out of the sauna. Lots of fire in the sky.
And smoke on the water?
That could be. And Fire Bros in the sky while we're on the subject. Yeah, that's very interesting.
These things just write themselves sometimes.
You really can't make this up. Very good stuff. So Japezu will be just a little bit behind, and ooh, CrEgg's taking 4-1, so he's not gonna take that fort yet, and he loses his fire.
Might be looking for a, there's a leaf.
Japezu also gonna take that gamble. So, ooh, unlike CrEgg, Japezu is not lost to Firefly. Ooh,
Nice move.
Japezu cuts the gap even further. CrEgg is a 1 mistake away from ceding this lead.
Well, it's the finals. You know there's going to be nail biters here.
And this is not going to break the lock. This is the World 1 fortress. Now, mind you, they're going to still have to clear it, but... Oh, Japezu's going to get the bad... Oh, Japezu's going to have to take the Boom Boom fight if this is not a leaf.
And it is not.
Oh, he's trying to get the clip. An escalator fort will be the fort that breaks the lock. So... And CrEgg will be taking the Ride of Shame. Because most runners, especially those who have been in the bracket stages of the main tournament, if they have a power-up, they're going to get off that elevator and take a damage boost.
On the same token, with no end cards and with some of the turmoil that we've seen in the early going here, I can't say that I blame our runners for not necessarily going that well. Okay, now Japezu going to immediately prove me wrong and is not taking the proverbial Ride of Shame.
Indeed, and actually cut some time too. So CrEgg again got a little bit of a lead, but that can easily come to shambles here as we get the World 3 airship for Roy. Is Roy our boy tonight? Today, actually. Or tonight, if you're in Europe.
I was going to say, I think for both of our runners, it would be tonight, which is why, even though this is a best of 5, the runners have agreed to have tonight be no more than 3 consecutive races. So we are guaranteed to bring you 3 here. The question is, will the remainder be concluded tomorrow, or will there be a sweep that will conclude the Cup finals tonight?
That was a pretty fast Roy, so there's a potential that either Roy is a regular guy or Roy is definitely not our boy tonight. So, do you smell what the swamp is cooking? No, I don't want to know. Oh, and it is indeed a one-hitter quitter. Next on the table, Big Island. So, 2 forts. Ooh, interesting decision though. 4F1 Troll Fort, because you usually lose a power-up and perhaps a 100 coin fine to pay the troll. CrEgg wants no part of that troll payment and will go down. Ooh, toll paid. And Japezu is actually going to take the Fire Bro. So it's going to be a fortress bomb. Oh, development.
And the hammer. So a lot of items here, and Japezu has done a good job of keeping pace despite getting those additional items.
Uh-oh. It is 2-3, and Boss Bass is awaiting. Now, for ladies and gentlemen who don't know about Boss Bass does not care who you are. He will come up and see you in the sky, on the ground, even in water. It is Boss Bass. He does not care. He will find you, and he will get you a meal.
Boss Bass, no relation to the honey badger.
Indeed.
Just similar mindsets.
Indeed. Japezu's still down a level, and it looks like CrEgg's gonna check out the if the bridge is made because there's a fort. Ooh, Japezu almost gets nibbled. And so far, Japezu's gonna cut a little bit of that time with a lack of going for safety strats. Troll Fort did build the bridge, and we're at the World 7 airship. So right now, CrEgg is currently looking good. Let's see if Iggy's gonna continue the trend of being one-hitter quitters by getting his PhD, or perhaps he might be the university bully today. We'll see.
It's at least one. It's a high jumper. There's 2.
Oh,
3
he's
out.
Oh,
It's the maximum King Kong Bundy 5 count.
University bully today. Not the bully, but a university bully. Definitely made himself known. So a 5-hitter. So from a bunch of chumps to a swole academic. Kind of like it. And
the hitbox.
You hate to see it. Japezu gets it out, but woof. Lost power up in the process. Hammer for CrEgg. Uh-oh. This is interesting. Japezu has a second. Oh! 8-2. And in a couple of runs, we've had Boss Bass harass our runners in this particular level. And remember, Japezu got Jugans and now a double hammer. He could just take the lead right here and now. He's gonna check the level. Is he gonna take the fine? Oh, he's gonna take the leap. Oh, he's gonna take the leap. Oh, Sun waiting.
Angry Sun.
And right now, CrEgg is dealing with the iceberg. Oh!
This is the input. The input gets eaten up. And from the sun to the abyss, and now we're gonna see the Jukum Cloud. Oh, we're seeing a lot of the items getting used here.
But that doesn't matter because right now, Japezu just took the lead on that motion alone.
We have the
and
5
CrEgg
up
taking
for
5
CrEgg.
up. Air Force!
And we've got the Air Force.
Meanwhile, CrEgg will be going through, looks like 7-3. Ooh, nailed by Japezu from the fire. Luckily enough, though, he did beat that Hammer Brother, so he's not losing any time. He's out of clouds. He may have one more cloud under his belt, so he needs to keep that available. Meanwhile, CrEgg is trying to catch up. That deficit's going to be a big problem because that second hammer was a big play. Japezu has a level to spare. Unless Wendy's is open right now. Oh, Wendy's is not open, so if Japezu manages to figure out that this might be Wendy, he's good to go. And 1-2 with an Angry Sun. So Japezu will get a breather. Big play here.
Fortress, and here we go.
Big play coming up here. If Japezu manages to see if that lock's not broken, he may well try to find Wendy's and get out. Ooh, CrEgg's in a bit of a problem here. He does not know Wendy's is probably closed. And it's blocked with a level. 6-9.
Anything but nice. That broke the other lock, so that other fortress is required.
Hold on, it may be required. Remember, if there's a lock on one of the treasure islands, there's another hammer. If there's a lock on one of those treasure islands, it's very well possible that Japezu will not need to take Wendy. He gets the woo! He gets the wall jump. So if he was behind before, he ain't now.
On the first try also.
Wendy's is locked. So now CrEgg may... Oh, CrEgg's gonna be slightly in the lead because Japezu had to take an extra fort. Ouch.
The extra fort negated the time that was saved by the 2 hammers, the 2 invincibility stars, and the Jugum Cloud.
Ooh, a lot of
now
resources
we're right back
lost.
where we were before, just neck and neck.
Merely half a room apart. All points considering, though. Ooh, CrEgg actually having to slow up a little bit. Japezu is actually right there. This is going to be interesting. Oh,
Synchronization.
And we're back to an even race, everybody.
And remember, folks, this is just game 1 of a best of 5.
They did not disappoint. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time again to figure out if Wendy's actually stopped at Wendy's today, or did she stop at a Panera Bread? Japezu will be going and be grabbing his fire flower, but CrEgg with that leaf will be getting a little bit of height, so he's taking a slight lead going over the mass. Alright, she didn't stop at Panera Bread. She did not stop at Subway. That's definitely the Dave special? Maybe with a small fry. 4-hitter.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've headed over to that particular establishment.
And you know what, Doc Sigma? We're taking that. The Wendy's hot and fresh 4 for 4. We're taking that. Good job.
That king is colorblind.
Perhaps. Ooh, double locks. This is gonna be interesting. 5-1, forgettable for it. And once again, Japezu being a little bit more daring. Oh, he gets a star. He's gonna be off to the races. He will get a slight lead. He won't be getting bro, but he'll be in a slight lead over CrEgg.
I mean, already, just in these first 4 worlds, I mean, we've seen the lead change at least 5 or 6 times.
And they're gonna have to go around. Fire enemy set in the desert trap stage.
But no angry sun, at least, because that would be vanilla.
That would be dangerously vanilla. But instead, we got a fire enemy set with a fire chomp just waiting to ambush you if you're not careful. CrEgg had to slow up a little bit, but he does take care of the fire chomp. Going to 1-1.
And now into the pyramid.
Fun fact about the pyramid, for those who have not played the randomizer, those beetles down below, those must be in stock. Otherwise, you cannot get out. So normally you see the Goomba enemy set in the pyramid.
And here I thought you were going to give some fun facts about the Pyramid Game Show, but no, alas.
Pyramid Game Show, unfortunately, does not have it. Unfortunately, Dragon Warrior has the Pyramid Game Show. Oh! The worst
there
Fortnite
it
game.
is.
7F2 Piranha Fort. For those who race it, and those who run it, you never want to see this fort. If you're everybody else, you love to see this fort.
Yep, 7F2, where the F certainly does not stand for fortress.
And it also doesn't stand for fun. Ooh, Japezu with the lovely tech. We'll be getting out with a fire flower. CrEgg will be getting through the tunnel of love, getting a little too close to that piranha.
Ron just wanted to, was looking for a kiss.
I definitely would not want to kiss after that one. No, thank you.
Alright, one more level here, and
6-2.
Clouds and ice and open pits, oh my.
And you never want to see a flight of the Paragoombas and fire chomps in your way either. And that is a very dangerous jump. People underestimate that leap. So a little under a stage ahead of CrEgg. CrEgg gets around the Paragoomba, the flight, and Japezu will be going into the World 1 airship, which is actually considered the World 6 airship.
considering all the ice we saw, it only makes sense.
And we've yet to go to Iced World yet. World 6 is still missing. Meanwhile, let's check out what Larry's exercise program is today. Got a light jog. Oh, got the gym membership at the very least. Leg day from what I saw. So definitely leg day, maybe more, but he decided to fire him up, not to take any chances. So CrEgg is down an airship, and he's about to be down a power-up if this keeps up.
Holy hitbox, Batman.
Trying to whack him with a tail, should have got him from underneath, but that's okay. That's why they're playing for top honors, and that's why we're up in the booth.
So about a 55-second differential from entering the castle for Japezu versus CrEgg, and there's your World 6.
Indeed, and we got 5-3 opening up.
With at least one Karibo shoe. For nostalgia purposes.
Only one boot. Oh, gets pounced by a Koopa Troopa and a bomb. Gets his fire back. No harm, no foul. So right now, this is going to be interesting to see what CrEgg does, because he's going to be down a whole stage. And we haven't been to Pipe Maze either, so the maze is still missing.
So at least the later part of the game seems to be in traditional order. 6
Indeed.
as 6, 7 as 7, and 8 obviously has to be 8.
Oh,
And
Paragoombas.
Paragoomba.
Paragoomba says, I'm going to take that power up. And he did. Alright, so right now, Japezu's going to check out this pipe here. Oh, the cruelest joke! That builds a bridge at Fort Knox. Youch.
That was some Gilligan's Island fun there.
Stranded on an island. And Japezu's going to have to take 30 seconds of his life that he will not get back.
We get our first Tanuki suit of the race out of it.
Indeed. And CrEgg's going to get the bad news as well that that's not a free World 6. You're going to have to earn your World 6 some way, shape, or form. And Mitty Guy says, yeah, this may be a long World 6. And this could break a lock. This could build a bridge. That broke a lock. Oh, we're in for a much longer World 6. And, oh.
Oh, there's a Jugum Cloud coming into the mix.
And 5-8. Ooh, Japezu trying to beat Spike. He doesn't even get his revenge and has to pay Spike 2 for the price of his ignorance. Meanwhile, CrEgg is going to take the 100 coin fine in Fort Knox and try to beat it faster. 2-2 for Japezu.
2-2 with a fortress theme. Seems weird.
Well, he does have randomized music on. Doesn't really change anything with the seed, but
oh
still.
No.
Uh-oh. Japezu nearly fumbles. Meanwhile, CrEgg will be going to 6-7. Checking out the next one. 3-9. Beta, that is. Looks like the Goomba set as well, so no Boss Bass, no Angry Sun.
But more shoes.
Always more shoes. And Craig's gonna take an opportunity to cut into that lead a little bit. And Japezu wants no part of that level.
Well, that's where those Jugum clouds we mentioned earlier potentially coming into play.
Indeed, and Japezu will be going into the World 5 airship to take down Lemmy. Question of the day is, will he be joining his brother, his older brother, for the membership? Also, a possible soft lock if he's not careful. He gets it. We know he has at least a light jog, but nothing more than that because he fired him up. So, we're into the maze. So with that being the case, CrEgg is gonna go and take the top side, and it's not gonna save too much time.
And here we go into Pipe Maze. At just past the half-hour mark.
30 minutes in, the great maze has begun. Ooh, now what you want to see? But here's the thing. There's a panel 10. So with that, one fortress is here, but it may very well be required. And oh, look at this, Niagara Falls, the 7.6 beta.
Slowly I turned, step by step, inch by inch.
And a free level
that old joke from 90 years ago.
Indeed. And a free level at that too. So yeah, get to Niagara Falls. But there's a 4-pipe Monty that Japezu may be getting himself into. And called it.
More Let's Make a Deal shenanigans, and doesn't even stop for the Mushroom House. At this point, yeah, you're 31 minutes in, you're on level 7, or World 7, I should say. And there's our lock, and there's our fortress.
And seed no longer valid. 3F2 submarine fort has now been shown.
As far as the memery that 3F2 tends to generally be in World 8.
That is correct.
This is a final, so yeah, let's not fool the people here. The seed is definitely there's no incorrectness as far as the validity of the seed. It's just more so the seed is memishly invalid, I suppose.
That is indeed correct. Those who've been in the community long enough already knows the deal. And oh, Japezu wants no part of that muncher, and we'll be going to the World 1 airship as our final airship of Game 1. So we haven't seen any yet. Some rock stars here. Oh, never mind. We have a rock star. All right, we got at least a good album, a good rock album too. Insert your favorite heavy metal band.
Chad already getting in on the bridge guessing for World 8.
Indeed. We've seen a couple 0 bridges. We've got plenty of 1s, 2s, and 3s. But this tournament right now neither tournament has seen the mythical 4-bridge Bowser. Will this be the one?
I don't think so.
Air Force starts. And ooh, 6F3, the white carpet. Again, damage boost and recovers his power up. No harm, no foul. And Japezu loses it again.
There's the elevator. Oh, good. No fire this time around. Just some dry bones.
We like to call that a free elevator. So right now, CrEgg's gonna be down an airship and now a potential fortress.
I mean, I have to admit, it goes back to taking that little bit of time to get some of those extra items from the Hammer Bros, and I think in the one case, the Mushroom House. That seems to have been the difference here, as Japezu in the Navy, CrEgg, meanwhile, picking up the Scepter for World 7, completing that.
We'll be down 2 fortresses as of right now, and if you blink, you miss it on Japezu, just clearing the Navy in record time. Ooh, sent him back this way, so let's see what where this leads to. Oh, there's a lock on the door, so you wanted 4 bridges? Ain't happening.
Told you.
If you wanted 3 bridges, ain't happening. Get snatched. And ooh, an actual hand level in a hand level stage.
Ooh, what?
Oh! Nice
last
shot!
hammer, and seemingly out of nowhere.
Insert Persona 5 battle theme here. And oh! What do we have in hand
Hammer
level?
suit. And a second hand grab.
5-1, and Japezu is not taking any chances with it. He's gonna clear it. So right now, Japezu got 2. Right now is gonna be up some levels, but this could mean CrEgg's luck might be a little bit sharper. And ooh, get some fireworks on Japezu.
I mean, the hands could make up the time, and oh.
The 8 fort gatekeeper. If this is gonna be part of our bridge controls, CrEgg might be in for a longer chance to get in. But seeing that I didn't see an extra pipe, that may be blocking the gate. That may well be gatekeeper.
Oh, nice one cycle.
Guess the one cycle gets small. Let's see if Boom Boom gets his revenge. No good.
Oh, and there's the hand on CrEgg's side, but that will also, if he opts to complete this, looking for some peace speed. If he opts to complete this is, well, okay, it looks like he is. We'll also get a hammer suit and 0 bridges.
The no bridge legend continues today, but now Japezu's gonna have to go through and finish this level without losing that hammer suit. Meanwhile, CrEgg is running out of time, like Cinderella in that glass slipper. Going up disco staircase. Gonna get the every person clip, or for those older in there, the everyman clip, because everybody can do it. There's no tech involved. And ooh,
even I've done it.
I've done it on numerous occasions.
Well, okay, no need to brag.
No, if you're able to do it, so can I. Everybody can do it. And right now, Japezu's taking a little bit more time. Oh, there it is. So, unless Bowser hits a fireball from out of nowhere starting out, Japezu will be taking game 1.
Yep, 5 hammers, and there it is. Bowser falling to his doom. Just waiting on the landing, the fanfare, but CrEgg right behind here, already in Bowser's Castle as well, is probably going to be about a minute to a minute and a half behind here. Although, as we've seen, this was a lot closer than that on numerous occasions.
Indeed. And the official time for Japezu, he strikes first at 38:49. CrEgg is not going to take the clip. So, ooh, a rude flame right from the start. Oh! You get a rude flame at the start, you get a rude flame at the end. So right now, CrEgg's going to take it the long way. Youch. So, very simple fact for those who don't know about Bowser's hitbox. The only thing that's dangerous on Bowser is his head and fireballs that he fires. Everything else, you can stand in, so you can duck under his head, and you will never get smacked. And down into the abyss. Get your GGs for CrEgg.
Waiting on the fanfare, and the official time is going to be 40 minutes and 13 seconds. So, yeah, a difference of 1 minute and 24 seconds. 84 seconds between the two runners.
Definitely a lot closer in many an occasion. So right now, while we're getting ready to set up for our second game of 3, get yourself a break. Go grab yourself a snack. Go use the restroom. We'll be back momentarily for game 2.
We are back. We are here. We are ready for game 2 in this best of 5. Japezu up 1-0 in this best of 5 in the finals of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Challenge Cup. Hello, everyone. Alongside Sinister Sama, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and the action is just heating up here. We're going to have a maximum of 3 races here for you this evening, so if there's a sweep, well, then everything will be concluded tonight. If not, then games 4 and 5, if necessary, will be tomorrow.
Indeed. Also, right now, Japezu, after going through a grueling set 1, we start with the sky. So, flag sets for this one. Hammers will break rocks. They will not break locks. No end cards. And in addition to that, CrEgg decided, what are stage numbers but a thing? We're going to now get you the question marks. So, we won't know how many forts there are until we actually get to see the worlds proper. So, it's going to be very interesting to see.
More questions than a Jeopardy marathon.
Man. Pat Sajak, you will be sorely missed. You had an excellent run.
I think you mean Alex Trebek.
Wrong one. I am absolutely wrong. I should be ashamed. I watched Jeopardy for about 4 years. Anyhow, though, 5-1 for
Sajak does the wheel.
Oh,
he does
Alex
that
Trebek.
other one that's usually paired with it.
Set the 7:30 slot. Oh, pardon the ABC game shows at prime time. That fort right now, though, is gonna have to build a bridge, and that is once again Donut Fort will be our opening fort.
I want to get it out of the way.
Indeed. And right now, though, Japezu again getting the early advantage. Ooh, did not want to let that boom boom escape. Very seldom do you want a boom boom to get airborne.
Yeah, that usually creates some havoc. And there's the bridge right over to the tower.
Japezu's making it ooh, not taking any chances, but they both go into the same fort. If that breaks that lockdown there, well, that's just time lost for both of them.
Well, at least it's kept even. Now, is this... No, it is not a... Oh, and Japezu gonna take the death here. CrEgg gonna get the item. There's no warp whistles in this. It is, it is start to finish in that regard. No warps.
Oh, and because of the death Japezu took back at World 1's fortress, he's gonna be down a portion of the spiral tower. Meanwhile, CrEgg is looking pretty clean so far. And oh,
here comes the sun. Do. And there it goes. Just that quickly. It's all right.
It's okay. It's all right. At least it's not Capri Sun. Oh, Japezu again overjumps. And CrEgg is going to go and get nailed by a very harmless beetle. Loses the power-up.
It's buzzed by the beetle.
And... And looks like that's going to be Spike Fort. And he's going to take the 100 coin Ooh, interesting. And Japezu sees the pipe, and he's going to take advantage of it.
Oh, they just boomeranged.
Shoutouts to Australia. Great shot. And both of them are wisely going to pick up a power-up at Toad's house. And answered by Ferran Burgundy with an 84-second difference maker. And Japezu will not be getting a power-up. And back to the desert. So CrEgg's going to be...
pyramid.
Indeed, back into the pyramid. Unfortunately, though, we can't figure out if Erdrick's armor is in any of the pyramid chests today, because there is no chest in this particular pyramid. You might find a tomb, but no chests.
That a meme from the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community, for those unfamiliar.
Indeed. Give a shout out to them as well, as they should be starting their tournament momentarily, shortly too.
Oh, they've been in the midst of it. I lost my opening group stage match to DK9146 earlier today.
The beast.
But I mean, he's a defending champion, so you know. Yeah, I kind of saw the loss coming.
Oh, once again, 6-6 rears its ugly head, and this time it's forced. And before anyone asks, this is not a seed I rolled. You can blame Dust Minion for this pain.
And that's okay. I do my best to at least make sense of some of the references, as not everybody necessarily gets every meme. And well, when you're in the commentary booth here with Sinister Sama, there are going to be a lot of memes.
Memes, references, obscure references, but 6-6 is giving nobody any quarters. Japezu gets nailed by a fireball and has to redo the entire level all over again. Oh, he's about to lose that. Oh!
No! Nice maneuvering here.
He gets out of that one, but whew, dangerous. Still down a level, though. And 4-1 with a fire enemy set. Yeah, right now... Oh... Wow, this is gonna be a little bit rough going into the airship here. Oh, this is gonna test Japezu right here, whether or not he'll be able to survive this. And oh
no, the brutality.
Shooters are aplenty in that room, and Japezu is out to his last life. If he botches this one here, he's gonna have to redo some levels, and trust me, that is the last thing he needs, because that will give CrEgg a major lead already on top of what he already has. Here we go. It's Roy, our boy. 1. All right. 2. Just a regular guy. 2-hitter quitter. So CrEgg will be the first to strike. Meanwhile, Japezu potentially. That's 1. That's 2.
Oh.
That's 3. He's out. But here's the thing: can he finish the job? Paragoomba wants a piece of him. While we're waiting on CrEgg's next world, we're gonna see if Japezu gets out of this alive. Nipper. Oh, not the fire type. He escapes.
Yeah, that is a fair point in chat by Dust Minion. With the tournament brackets and the Challenge Cup, no lead is safe.
Speaking of no lead is safe, somebody has been infamous in the Challenger Cup in particular. Boss Bass. And he's here looking for a meal. He's stalking. And oh, out of the frying pan into the fire. CrEgg wants no part of it. He takes a P-Wing, but little does he knows, Boss Bass does not care.
Oh, jeez.
Boss Bass does not care for your P-Wing. He will chase you to the ends of the earth if he must.
Swimming through the air, through the sky, through the clouds.
If he wants you that bad, he'll get you. Meanwhile, CrEgg does get through, and Japezu will be glad for a very normal 2-hitter quitter in Roy.
I would almost have to think that Japezu, upon completion of this, will take the intentional game over just to get a fresh set of lives for the second world here.
He has nothing to lose for this at this point. He might be down an extra level. He's already going to be down two stages. So the worst that can happen, he'll be down, what, 3 stages? And they're relatively normal, so he should be fine.
Well, he also doesn't know that. That's the thing with randomizers, for those unfamiliar. Unlike other races where it's vanilla, you know where everything is and where it's going to be because there's speed runs in that regard. For randomizers, you are not allowed to see where your opponent's progression is, so you don't know how ahead or behind you might be.
And a very simple 3-2 from CrEgg. And Japezu tried to go for the flower, no good. He'll settle for 1 extra life. 5 pipes, 2 forts. And here comes the worst fort in the game. 7F2, Piranha Fort. If this is the one that opens up Wendy's, oh, Japezu's face is probably going to be stark with white. Meanwhile, CrEgg is going through the tunnel of love. He gets on through. So right now, Japezu is looking pretty good. Japezu's coming back after a very rough World 5. Meanwhile, CrEgg is still staying consistent. Leads the Boo, leads the Dry Bones, and he's gonna get through. Okay, so he's gonna take it a little bit safer. I don't blame him.
Yeah, something tells me Japezu might throw a little bit more caution to the wind just because that has been... I mean, that's been his style over the course of what we've seen in the first game and right through now. It's been a very caution to the wind, high risk, high reward type play.
Indeed, and Japezu does get through a fire, bro. And right now, CrEgg is trying to find out what pipe is going to lead him to the promised land to get to Wendy's. And that ain't it. Japezu is still trying to get these power-ups. And gets a Jugans for his efforts.
Well, it turned out to arguably be the difference in the first race between the two. Those extra Jugan clouds, hammers.
Indeed, and right now we got a regular CrEgg, an old-fashioned CrEgg, or Fred. So right now, CrEgg is going to go and, wow, Wendy's actually stopped at a Panera Bread, a one-hitter quitter.
Are they paying you for that? 'Cause you've given them a lot of love.
I wish. And Japezu taking caution to the wind, as you said, and it's going to cut some time.
So we got guesses of 2, or we have guesses of 2, 6, and it's 7. We are going to the pipe maze.
And a fort immediately. And it is indeed the Navy, where you can sail the 7 seas.
Although thus far the seed has done anything but put our runners' minds at ease.
That is true. Actually, this whole day in particular. Not just the seed. I would like to see Fred and the team actually randomize how many hits Boom Boom would take. Now that would be interesting.
Shh. Don't give Fred ideas.
What? People have already said to have Boss Bass and Fortress levels.
So this is an interesting question. It's getting our guesstimation skills into works here. Given the first 3 worlds thus far, 5, 3, and 7, what's our estimate for a race 2 completion time? Oh, wow.
If we're looking at a estimation here, and CrEgg stays consistent, we're looking at possibly a 35-minute seed. That's provided Iced World does not give them the business.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you as well. I'm thinking at the that's a little dangerous bridge there. I'm thinking that the winning time is going to be somewhere in the 37 to 38 minute range, I think.
Yep, but it's all dependent on whether or not a Hammer Brothers suit is possible and if they can get through World 6 with very minimal casualties.
Oh, that's a fair point. So your wishful thinking regarding the Boom Boom being or having a varied number of hits, the challenge to that, as noted in chat, is each hit changes the fight phase. So that's where the programming challenge comes into play, is if you... I mean, maybe you could vary it between 1 and 3, but I don't think you can make it any more than that.
Open Boom Boom with wings? Oh, that would be
yeah,
great.
There's the wings as a factor. So there's... I don't know anything about programming, but I can certainly see how there are some challenges.
Very true. Me personally, I just started delving into... Oh, wait a minute! CrEgg makes it to the promised land.
And gets a hammer.
Interesting. And it was a 1-forter. Another Fred. World 7 airship.
You'd expect everything to be different from where it is, so occasionally you have to shake things up.
That is true. And right now, Japezu's trying to get through the maze, and the longer Japezu's going through this maze, the more up there it is. And wow, a 15-second commercial for Ludwig, a one-hitter quitter as well.
Just a little jingle.
Indeed. And we got chumps, like literally the first 3 Koopalings today are chumps on this seed. No bulk.
Let it be noted for the record that the naming of the Koopalings as chumps was done by Sinister Sama and in no way reflects the opinion of Ferran Burgundy or any of the other members of the SpeedGaming staff.
Indeed.
I'm disclaimering the daylights out of that. Saving my own bacon here.
It's okay. Even chat will look at them looking pretty weak too. And wait a minute. Oh, it wouldn't have been that simple. A free mix? You gotta get to a fortress. And
there's 7F1 right there.
Fort Knox. Is that the one to break? Is Fort Knox actually gonna break the vault? This is interesting, because if that breaks the lock, this has been the fastest World 6 we've had in a hot minute.
We don't know where it is necessarily, but the pipe will tell the tale momentarily. And it does.
We don't know if it's a 1-forter or any other, and at this point, we do not care. World 5 airship and a very fast World 6. Here we go, we got Lemmy. Off the couch, he got a light jog. But only a light jog. He didn't even get to do his membership, so... Another fast Koopaling. 2-1-1-2 so far in Koopaling hits. And we're halfway done with 18 minutes on the clock so far. What's next?
By that pace, you're looking at about 36, 37 minutes. A little faster than what I had predicted, but I was around that 37-minute mark.
I'm still thinking it's going to be 35 minutes.
But there's still a lot of game left.
That is true. And there's our bridge making. Welcome to Big Island. Interesting. And
Japezu kind of slowly but surely creeping up here, kind of collapsing the lead.
And CrEgg gets a very free hammer bro. He's like, I want no part of this. And it's a 1-forter as well. 610 with a mini boss. 610 has been a very interesting stage of contention. Boss Bass has caused terror here. Angry Sun has caused a few deaths here. Mini boss. Literally. Oh, Goomba says, no, you're not walking away without paying some of your power-ups. And CrEgg leaves out here small. Ooh.
That was a good anticipation on CrEgg's part to recognize that the spawn was going to be occurring, and had CrEgg not jumped there, that would have been a death. Indeed.
6F2 Alaska, or the refrigerator by many. So that being the case here. Uh-oh. Ooh, nearly got nailed by a sliding swamp. Oh, Japezu loses a power-up. Meanwhile, CrEgg going through that disco circle. He'll be getting a leaf. And clips the ice and gets nailed by a swamp, but nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing too big. Potentially one of the worst boom booms in the entire game. Boom boom on ice. And quickly done by CrEgg.
Alright, so the difference is a fortress at this point, and depending on how quickly Japezu handles this here.
Unfortunately, CrEgg's gonna have to take a coin ship. So into the treasury ship. Sponsored by certain companies. Double Boomerang Bros. Yeah, Lonely Mushroom. Depending on Japezu's luck with that coin ship, he might be able to cut that lead slightly.
I was wondering where you were going with that, with the sponsoring and I was like, Boomerang Bros, brought to you by Australia. You're overdue to go down under.
Nah, the only way I shout out to Australia on a Boomerang Brother is if they actually take 100 coins from our runners. Japezu tries to get the clip in World 6, but not the World Ship Air, but not quite. Here we go. Oh, Iggy's heavy. All right. Football star. Okay. I see that 5-hitter quitter. NCAA material.
But the Fireball's able to help catch up here, and we are just a scepter animation away. Japezu again closing the gap on CrEgg.
CrEgg again. CrEgg is a mistake away from having Japezu sneak up on him. And of course the cat decides to jump on the king's keyboard. Alright, so all that is left now is grassland and our desert hill, which we already see. Ooh, fire enemy set. That's probably not going to be a big deal for CrEgg. So this should be pretty cut and dry as far as I'm concerned. Oh! I take that back. Japezu falls into the Great Abyss.
It's early enough in... Oh, it's just going to take the Jugum Cloud and say, alright, we're good here. And...
takes the lead because of it! He's like, 6-4 indeed. He's like, forget this mess. I am not dealing with that level. I'm just going to go and take the lead right here. He doesn't know it, but we do. And another thing to note in chat, yes, Japezu did not grab that coin ship, so he didn't have to deal with an extra level. And oh, 4-4. Fun fact about this level: the only enemy in this level is Lakitu, aka Spike, and Spike is going to be hounding you the entire level. So this is actually a good opportunity to see how good your dodging skills is and how well you can manage Lakitu proper.
Yeah, that is a good point in chat for a reminder. Even though there's the 2 stars on the screen there. This is a best 3 out of 5. And we are guaranteed to have 3 races here tonight, and games 4 and 5, if necessary, would be tomorrow.
Ooh, Japezu not wasting. Last chance on the hammer, and Japezu just sees the pipe and goes through. World 1 airship. Right now, Iggy both times have been the big boy on campus. Let's see if Morton decides to bulk up. Nope. Sodium free. One-hitter quitter.
Sorry, my Dragon Warrior randomizer race earlier today, I kind of took all the salt from that. It was a very rough seed.
I can tell. I've raced many a seed, although outside a tournament. But Japezu currently takes the lead, literally about a 7-second differential, maybe 10. And Grass, ooh, 2 forts, and one of them is the one to break the lock. $7-3 though. So right now, Japezu's going to be likely up maybe a full stage by the time CrEgg gets his first crack at it.
Yeah, so from starting World 1 here for both competitors, it's about a 23.5, maybe 24-second differential.
And for F1, Troll Fort. So let's see if any power-ups are going to be taken as tribute to the Troll. And Japezu wants no part of that and will take the safe route down. Gets a Fire Flower for his deal. With a race this close here, a mistake by either one can either extend a lead for Japezu or reclaim the lead for CrEgg.
We have a question in chat if this is live or if it's a repeat. If you're watching this or listening to this currently at 5:16 p.m. Eastern on August 6, 2022, it's live. If you're listening or watching it back later than that, then it's a recording.
It's a live repeat. The World 2 airship. So right now, Japezu and CrEgg both answer correctly, and Japezu jumps over the mass. It's going to give him some of that time back. So about an airship ahead is Japezu. One hitter, okay, off the couch. Got the gym membership. Did not skip leg day. Did not skip arm day. Larry with 5 hits. What a way to get into the Bowser's Keep. So is that time again. Japezu has finished 7 stages. How many bridges? I'm
gonna go with 1.
I've seen a couple of
King Bond here, asking for a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred.
Indeed, King Bond. And
oh, well, okay then. It's a very front-loaded series of Guardians.
Yeah, I promise you, I did not roll this. I did not roll this mess. I would definitely have been proud to roll that kind of mess.
I'm seeing here in chat. Good that the commentator makes sure he will not lie in at a later time with that statement. Yeah, no, this is not my first rodeo. I've done 12 years of on-air radio broadcasting. I know a thing or two.
I have been commentating for about 4 years here, and we got a valid seed for those who want to embrace the meme. 3F2 Submarine Fort is in the proper world. I do have quite a bit of public speaking experience, about 14 years doing different speeches and other spoken words. So wordsmithing is not a wordsmithing can be hard, but it's not a thing. Meanwhile, off of wordsmithing, Japezu is gonna be taking the second fort, and okay. So we do know that the tank tile in the darkness is the army stage, so it'll be a regular stage. Meanwhile, CrEgg manages to get into Gatekeeper, and ooh, the 5-6 beta.
Meanwhile, here's 8 Fortress on CrEgg's side.
Indeed. And we're gonna see if this will either build a bridge or break a lock. And ooh, he might not make that first cycle. Yeah, he's not.
No, he wasn't. That's why he immediately doubled back. He's gonna grab the star here in this case.
Possible bro. If he's fast enough, he gets it.
Get the bro.
Get your bros in chat. So right now, a lot of people in chat saying that's a gamble, and oh, lock on the door, but there's a back entrance here. So, oh, in the Navy spot, it is Bowser's Cavalry Super Tank, and oh, Japezu gets knocked. He's gonna have to actually do the long trip back. He'll grab a star, and he's gonna make a run for it. Meanwhile,
also get the bro, and does so.
Indeed, CrEgg will get done with his stage. Interesting concept, though. Also, for those who don't know about special properties, when we have random with question mark stages. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, hand levels are no longer a thing. Oh no. Japezu's gonna have to go into the darkness.
So now this is just a mad dash search here for how to get to Bowser.
3-5, CrEgg's gonna have to take. Japezu is not. Japezu's gonna actually. Wait a minute. He might have inadvertently just took. Oh. Taking that inside. CrEgg has a little bit of time, but not a whole lot. Top side, and Japezu saw both locks. He knows that Bowser's Castles is open. That's zero bridges. He just needs to find the right. He just needs to find the right level.
And this might be the right pipe here. No. No,
that's not. He does have another cloud though, so he can skip on through again where CrEgg's taking that level. Right now, it is a dash to get back to the darkness. Japezu makes the same mistake, but unlike Japezu might have gotten lost. CrEgg might know, and CrEgg just retakes the lead.
World 8, the real pipe maze.
The real deal. And oh, wait a minute.
So there's one stage blocking, but no bridges.
The 5-3 beta. Here's the problem. Japezu might have threw this match by not guessing correctly. That second cloud could have gave him a clear shot at Bowser. There's still an anchor, though. We don't know what the anchor is. The anchor cannot be a hammer, or it cannot be a warp whistle, because we took off warp whistles, and hammers have special properties that the anchor cannot adopt. If that is a hammer suit that Japezu is sitting on, he might steal it.
Either way, this is very close.
Never mind, the anchor's a shroom. So Japezu's gonna have to hurry.
This could come down to clips.
It's gonna definitely be down to clips, and Japezu's more consistent in it. Depending on this changes everything for Japezu though. Japezu gets the clip. He needs the clip in order for him to stay alive. He's running out of time, and that's not what he's looking for. CrEgg will be going into the Bowser fight. 35 fireballs.
Not going to be bothering with the clip, and barring some... Oh, there. Just gets the last fireball off in time, and CrEgg is going to take game 2, which means we are going to play tomorrow.
We will have an extra game tomorrow at the very least. So this is gonna be a marathon. So ladies and gentlemen, Japezu and CrEgg will be meeting again tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. After game 3, we'll let you know, and stay tuned, we'll let you know where to go. 3501 for CrEgg, I called it.
There you go, 30, yeah, that's about as good of a bid as you can get there. It's fantastic for Price is Right rules. You guess 35 minutes, the actual retail time, I suppose, was 35:01. And it looks like we've got about a 35:42. Yes, 35:42 for Japezu. So 41 seconds difference between the two.
Indeed. And once again, we're going to take a quick breather, and we'll be coming back for game 3.
We are back. Thank you for sticking with us. We are here for Game 3 of this best of 5 between Japezu and CrEgg here in the 2022 Super Mario Bros. Randomizer Challenge Cup Finals. Alongside Sinister Sama, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and as you can see by the stars on either side, it is one game apiece. This will be our third and final game for today. We are guaranteed to have some gameplay tomorrow, as in order to get to 3, you have to win 2 more, and we're only playing 1 more today.
Indeed. So that being the case right now, it's the salty run back for these guys from Game 2. Hammers will break rocks, they will not break locks. No end cards, and worlds and numbered worlds will be question marks. And we actually start with a free level, Niagara Falls, the 7-6 beta. And before any of you ask, this seed was brought to you in part by Sinister Sama. Sinister Sama, either your seeds are going to be absolute gold or absolute bust. We'll give you time for tomorrow's stream at the end of this race. Early sledges. And Japezu navigates that no problem. Can he get to the mushroom? Oh, no good.
Missed it by that much.
And all of our starting forts today have been Donuts forts. Well,
these are different seeds. We can assure you of that, as we have the Navy here on CrEgg's side.
Once again, the Navy has shown its face. The Admiral must love the open waters. So, right now, one can assume that the fort is that the castle is blocked off. Now, whose gamble is going to work, we'll find out in a moment.
Alright, a battle of boom booms here, and we don't know as of yet. There's 1-5 beta on CrEgg's side.
And without a power-up, though, CrEgg's going to take this a little bit slower. Japezu might be down a fortress, but hey, we only saw 2 forts, so potentially, depending on what the level that was blocked off that Japezu opened up, Japezu might be able to buy a little bit, might be able to buy some time.
Well, we will see in a moment here if CrEgg made the right decision, and indeed he did, but Japezu right on CrEgg's tail. Has one more level to go.
The 1-5 beta, so CrEgg will get the opening gong, and go to take on Lemmy. So, Lemmy didn't even get off the couch, a one-hitter quitter.
The Koopalings having a random number between 1 and 5 as far as the number of hits they take. In vanilla, it's 3. But in this case, it rolled light for 1.
Also, 2 of our Koopalings will also have properties of the Earthquake. So there'll be some heavy Koopalings. So right now, only an airship separates CrEgg from Japezu. So we are going into grassland. Oh. And we open up with the sauna, but here's the thing. Will the sauna have the bridge controls? If not, we're going to have to go and check out that other fort.
And that is a big if. So we've got the invincibility star here. I don't think CrEgg's going to quite get there in time for Bro. Nope. I don't think it's actually possible. Or if it is, I've not heard anything of it.
Now, you gotta be incredibly fast, and you'll still be at least a few seconds before you can even pull that off. So, that built the bridge controls. So, still a fortress behind, maybe a level. Angry Sun on 2-3. So, relatively tame for one of my seeds. So, let's see what goes on. Ooh, Paragoomba. Okay, the sun's alive. But sun should be no... Ooh. Koopa Troopa says, I'll take that flower. Oh! Koopa Troopa takes 2 from him. CrEgg taking no chances. If Sun nails him, he's gonna be in some trouble. Ooh, got sandwich on Japezu's side. Fun fact about the sun: if you can knock out the sun backwards, you get to see a pain face if you knock out the sun. So whenever you beat the sun, take a look at its falling animation. It looks like he's in pain.
Chat asking if you tried to hide Heat Man somewhere in this scene. I don't think we have Mega Man 2 randomizer, although that would be a unique crossover to say the least.
Indeed, and oh, Boss Bass tried to get a little sneaky on Japezu, and right now, CrEgg and Japezu are actually neck and neck. Though Japezu might actually have to still fight a bro. Yes, he does. So just down a slight airship, CrEgg is going into the World 6 airship. Oh, no good for CrEgg, so he won't get the skip. Let's see if Japezu tries for it. He gets the setup, no good. So him and Japezu fails at both. And CrEgg goes for a power-up. Meanwhile, Japezu will not need a power-up, so he'll get a second back. Larry. Alright, light jog. Alright, got the gym membership. That's 3 hits so far. And that's all we're getting. 3 hits. So a rather normal Koopaling here. So far, just under 7 minutes on our first 2 worlds. What's next, folks? What's next?
I don't know. I seem to like going for 5.
You may get your wish. Not quite yet, though.
Almost 4.
Seed invalid for all the memers out there. Submarine Fort has now been spotted. And Japezu is not going to take... Ooh, divergence. Japezu not going for the Submarine Fort.
At least tried. It was worth a shot.
It was. Unfortunately for our runners, this might be a long World 4. The lock is blocking the pipe. They take another one. 6 for it now. So that being the case, CrEgg has lost his leaf, but he'll be alright. Meanwhile, Japezu jumping into 6 foot himself.
Little hot foot hopscotch going on there.
Excellent footwork, and CrEgg has built the bridge.
Oh no! Avoids the boss bass, but falls into the pit.
And CrEgg is deciding on life choices. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! If Boss Bass is not taking meals directly, he will take leftovers. And he's in the muncher run for CrEgg. So, all points considering, what do you think, Burgundy? They got CrEgg and Japezu to come out even?
I think... Ooh, wow. That was rather close here. I mean, Japezu, it looks like, is going to finish the board just a little before CrEgg here. But there is that hammer, bro.
Which is a lonely fire.
So, yeah, it might... Well, there's... CrEgg doing a little thinking there as well. Nope, decides to bypass here. Wait, how? I don't know. I guess just frame perfect. Yeah, that was something.
Now it's actually
the battle.
Rather simple trick, which I'll explain momentarily. Iggy 3-hit a regular student right now. Only a regular student. When you go into that transition point, if you're holding left, you beat the frame that the brother is in, and you just bypass that fight.
It's a screen scroll skip. Okay, that I had never seen that before, so that was kind of a double take on my part.
It's a rather simple scroll skip that can bypass you one battle. So about 15 seconds saved. Let's see if Ron Burgundy gets the sky like he wants to. Nope. He'll continue to
we're going to the desert.
Desert Hill, that is. 1-3. This is a rare. This is a rarity. We normally don't see this level. Sledge glitched, and Japezu wants no part of this level. He does not want to stick around, so he's not going to grab the item.
Also of note, though, that was a Jugum Cloud that was picked up by that Hammer Bro, so that is something that is left out. As CrEgg now getting the fireworks for the 5-up.
And Japezu going through 3-1. So, about, well, not quite as full stage yet. Ooh, Nanny Blooper is babysitting the pipe. And right now, Chad has mentioned it, and so did Furon. Ooh, no hammer. He's gonna take the fight. Boomerang, bro. Gets a star out of it. He's gonna take this.
Oh, how convenient.
Hey, I did not will it, but I will gladly not take blame for that. 5-7, meanwhile. Convenience, thy name is SMB3 Randomizer.
It happens every once in a blue moon.
Indeed, and Spike is harassing Japezu, and he gets out of there. Strange. CrEgg is taking the fortress, even though he broke it. That or he didn't break it. And if he did not break it, ooh, ugh. Maybe CrEgg is thinking that, okay, Fred, maybe CrEgg is thinking that he might be able to find another hammer, and with Oceanside still at large, he might be able to make that skip happen. Meanwhile...
saving the hammer for later, because we haven't seen World 3 yet. That is a possibility.
Meanwhile, Morton is MSG levels of salt. 5-hitter quitter. Okay, so this is the hammer brother that Japezu lost out on. P-Wing. That could be useful later. So CrEgg is down 2 levels after having to take that fortress, hoping that the gamble will pay off. Ooh, pipe maze with at least 2 forts. 3 pipe Monty.
Three-pipe Monty Hall, in a sense, here. And there's 7F2.
Can't be one of mine, can't be one of mine without a trip to Piranha Fort. Let's see. And Tunnel of Love makes it on through. And Japezu right now looking good. Oh, gets himself some armament. Now, whether or not he'll be able to... never mind, he can't keep it. Hotfoot says no.
Little damage boost there, but... Oh, speaking of damage boosts... Yeah, I can imagine not wanting to stick around for that.
Well, Hotfoots can be crazy feet, but... all the same, CrEgg does beat his level. Meanwhile, Japezu's out of the worst fort in the game. Now, knowing him, he's taking that second fort. Oh! Shut my mouth and call me Susie. He decided to leave that one alone.
So for those just joining us, I'm Ferran Burgundy, joined apparently by Sinister Susie.
Oh, he has to take that fort anyways. That's a lock on the door. CrEgg sees paradise. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to take that fort as well. So, gotta get to Piranha Fort to get to the next fort. Japezu with clairvoyance picks up a P-wing and guess right, Fort Knox.
And goes right on through. Meanwhile, CrEgg is navigating the maze, trying to get back here, and still has the 2 forts to do. And you could tell there was that slight hesitance of, I don't wanna.
And unfortunately, he gonna have to. And ooh, if CrEgg loses a life here, he won't get an immediate power-up. That's an extra life. 3-2 for Japezu, though. Now, CrEgg does have a P-wing in inventory, so if he decides to guess right, he'll keep up with Japezu's pace. If he guesses wrong, he loses 30 seconds. And as close as these races...
Look at the Hotfoot and Dry Bones kind of just walking in tandem there. It's the simple things that amuse me.
Indeed. I didn't even know they were walking in tandem. Meanwhile, World 7 airship for Japezu, all points considering. Oh, CrEgg's gonna lose some time. Meanwhile, Japezu's just flipping like he's at Barnum and Bailey. And let's see our luck with this time around. Another 15-second ringtone. One hitter quitter. Uh-oh. CrEgg is gonna lose. Well, that's 30 seconds he won't be getting back. And he cedes to Japezu. So, King E.T. decides to try to phone home.
For all we know, that was King Elliot.
I'm off of my movies today. I need to rewatch E.T.
You know what? I'm not going to mention the history of the movie as, yeah, I don't need to create any father time pains.
Interestingly enough. Oh,
it's been around a bit, is what I'm saying.
It has been around a bit. But Japezu gets nailed by a mini cheap, and will lose the power up after going nearly clean. So one of the bridges is one of the forts will build the bridge, and CrEgg lost the way, and he's ceding more time. He's literally giving Japezu more time.
And there we go.
And did he not have a did he not have a music box?
He did not.
Ooh, so he had to take that level. Mini boss incoming at the top, but harmless. Oh, Gatekeeper opens gets the bridge controls.
Of course, it's a music box in that level.
As if the game wants to throw up the middle finger to CrEgg. So Japezu's got to go through Gatekeeper to unlock the bridge controls. So CrEgg's not going to get any of that time back. And Japezu one cycles it.
Does get the one cycle, takes the damage. Meanwhile, here's the Ludovic fight over on CrEgg's side.
And right now, ooh, this is gonna be interesting. That's 7-4. So right now, it looks like... Oh yeah, by the way, get your commands in chat. A wild Tanuki appears. Also a reference to Dragon Warrior as well, or Pokemon, depending on how you wish. Ooh, Japezu nailed by Blackfish.
Hit the speed bump, that's all.
Is what it is. Meanwhile, CrEgg has got to deal with lag bloopers, 2 regular bloopers, and a nanny.
Yeah, that was a decent amount of lag.
Japezu
Puts the Hammer Bros to sleep. Oh, look at that. Just right on through the sky.
He did not waste any time with that. So, that being the case, Japezu is ahead of schedule with another Fred level. So, let's see if Roy's our boy.
We got the fire in there. We do have some earthquake action.
3-hitter. He's notable. Notable and heavy, too. So, he can actually put up a fight. So, a pretty average fight to a very fast Sky.
We have noted here, P-Wing does not work for the 7-4 level. While there are prizes if you fly in the beginning, there's no shortcut to the end, so you can't fly over the level.
Well, nobody's perfect. Oceanside. Ooh, taking a fight. And right now, CrEgg might have shot himself in the foot. Unless he can find a hammer in the sky, he's holding the hammer for no reason.
Well, and sometimes that is the gamble.
4F1 Troll Fort. Japezu was actually in a really good spot, and oh, nearly gets nailed by a nearly gets nailed.
Don't know how he avoided the hitbox on that dry bones going through the pipe, but did.
And right now, CrEgg is about not really half a world behind, because all points considering, we don't know what that level is. And the fort's down, so if it's just a 1-quarter to get to Wendy's, It may well be a 1-forter. Juke him again. These clouds, Japezu's taking full advantage of. Wendy's is open. So you know the routine. Another Fred. Did we get any airships that were not that was actually randomized to see? Because every Koopa...
Well, I'm pretty sure there are. I just can't quite recall.
Good point. Ooh. Going to BK, and at least it wasn't a Panera bread trip. But Japezu was not about to sit for it, so he decides to give her the BK treatment and fire her up. 7 is down on Japezu, a full world. So right now, how many bridges?
I would think 1.
You're saying 1? I'm gonna go with 2. Oh, gets a hammer, but that's not gonna do him any good. So far, 2 bridges are still alive. 3 and 4 are absolutely gone. And welcome to Escalator Fort. Ooh. And Japezu does not want to sit for the ride. Alright,
so get the power up though.
He will. And he'll grab that one too. Meanwhile, CrEgg gets done with 5-5. And oh, that was the level Japezu skipped.
That was one of the Jugum clouds that came in handy, as those decisions have certainly been helpful thus far.
So far, 3 locks, though. So we've seen 3 locks. And Japezu wants no part of this maze.
Could we go all 3 seeds with no bridges?
The dream is alive.
I mean, we've seen so many other wonky things, why not?
We've had a VWO and an RWO this tournament. Why not? Oh, CrEgg pays the troll. And it's a 1-bridger.
1. Okay.
Ooh, the real challenge. 6-8 with a patrolling Boss Bass. Boss Bass gets one last attempt for his meal. Will he get it? So far, no.
Gets cooked instead.
Patrolling, oh! So right now, Japezu got a free ride to Bowser. While we're seeing Japezu go through, let's see what CrEgg... Let's see what CrEgg has, what level he has to play. 4-1. That was another level that Japezu skipped.
And Japezu trying for the skip. Tries 4 times. 5th time's a charm.
Yeah, the writing's on the wall, and oh, here's the thing. Japezu has a chance to go for a sub-30 right here. Here he goes.
What is it, 33 fireballs? Oh, but he loses the firepower!
35 fire, and unfortunately...
35 fire, that's it.
Yeah, we won't be seeing that.
30
Oh!
something.
Regardless, though, Japezu won't be getting the sub 30, but he'll get sub 32. Meanwhile, for CrEgg, Wendy was a 3-hitter, so the Dave single. So right now, Japezu will be going into Game 4 with a 2-1 advantage going into tomorrow's events. Get your GGs in chat.
Be just shy of a sub 30 as mentioned, but 30-10 looks like 30-09 it's going to be officially.
30-09. Ooh, CrEgg is gonna have to take a level, and wasn't it the Air Force level that Japezu took to open up?
I believe so.
Bowser's Cavalry Super Tanks.
Yeah, playing this as a kid, I always thought that felt so much longer, but I think it's because of the auto scroll.
Exactly what it was.
So we have an invite to Japezu to join us. CrEgg,
Well,
meanwhile, is finishing it out.
Well, Japezu probably won't be joining us due to language barriers.
Oh, good point.
It was mentioned by True Hyper Mario a few weeks back, but he'll likely show up in chat though. So CrEgg going through 6 for it, going through the escalator for it. Oh, there it is. My bad. Japezu went through escalator to the escalator for it to get access to the bridge. And the next race will start tomorrow at 1 p.m. Unfortunately, I won't be able to participate as I will be in the middle of my losers bracket round for Mega Man 2 Randomizer tomorrow.
Yep, 1 p.m. Eastern is the start, and I don't think I will be available either. At least from what I've seen here, but time will certainly tell. So yeah, it looks like sign-ups are being put as we speak to see who will be available.
Thank you, Jade Faith. If I can win my match from Mega Man 2 Rando tomorrow, I'll advance to the loser side. If not, it is what it is. There's always next year.
And yes, noted here from Dust Minion in chat. Later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, that would be just a little under 2 hours from now, right here on this very channel, the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer bracket tournament semis between Midi Guy DP and the Haxer. And I believe on the call for that will be Growlwolf and LOZ Cards Fan 23.
Indeed. And CrEgg actually takes a DNF.
Opts to forfeit. Well, in fairness, I believe that both runners are outside of the United States, so this is a little late for them.
Hello.
Hey, CrEgg. How you holding?
You're not bad. Still feeling a bit rough from my illness, but yeah, Sticking by there.
You did a very good job today. You did force a game 4 though. So right now you're down 2-1 against Japezu going into tomorrow's events. So outside of you trying to overcome a little bit of the illness, what other things are you going to be trying to get yourself set for tomorrow's race?
Well, I think that game 3 was a bit of a gamble because I knew that World 3 was coming up and I had a spare hammer which I could have used in World 2 because it was a pretty long fortress, but unfortunately the first pipe went straight past the hammer, so I felt I probably could have saved some time there, depending on if Japezu also saved his hammer. And then I think World 7 again I gambled, only playing the first fortress and trying to backtrack, but yeah, I think I lost a lot of time there, but overall I think I made it to a game 4, so at least it wasn't a whitewash, so good for the spectators.
The only two things that C3 had your number was Japezu actually bypassed the fort and used the hammer, and his gamble paid off. The second one was you got lost in World 7. Once Japezu realized that Piranha Fort didn't break the lock, he went in and kind of just did a blind pickup of a P-Wing and found Fort Knox. So it saved him 30 seconds.
Yeah, I guess normally when you get 7F2, they tend to pair up. They didn't the last couple of the first game 1 and 2, but these did pair up. So I was thinking, well, I've got the fire suit at least, though, and I didn't check my infantry. Normally, what I do, I check my infantry to see if I have a P-Wing. So if I do go into it, I can take an intentional 100 coin fine and then equip the P-Wing. But I was a bit unsure, so I just went in blind again. I think, okay, it is what it is, and I'll just go and grab the Tanuki suit.
Indeed. But right now there's still a lot of game to go, so I'm not gonna pick your brain. Ferran, anything you want to add?
I'm kind of the rookie in terms of the SMB3 community. I mean, plus when it comes to everything that occurred over the course of the seeds, I mean, pretty much nailed it there. I mean, everybody was getting better as they were going on as far as the times went. And yeah, just a matter of some decision making and some skills, and we'll see how tomorrow plays out and see how game 4 and possibly game 5 as well will go into the mix.
Yeah, I want to rewatch back game 1 because I was quite close and I did skip a lot of Hammer Bros, so hopefully that didn't really be detriment to what I did in game 1. So I kind of like, Hammer Bros can be a bit nasty when you get water battles and you can get stuck on them, especially if you're small Mario. So I found I only really went into those fights if I had a power up to go into, because they haven't been too kind to me recently.
Understandably so. They're kind to few. That is for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, before we shut down, make sure you give our runners a like and a follow. If you like what you heard over here and want to hang out with the commentators during off hours, you can also apply with us. You want to get into the SMB3 Rando yourself. Maybe you be in this seat next year. Come to the Discord. We don't bite. And you can also come on in. Any help or any runners is well appreciated. So with that, I'm going to give it to Ferran to shut us all down.
Most certainly. It looks like we're going to be more than likely heading over to SpeedGaming 2, where there's a Link to the Past Randomizer No Logic Summer 2022 tournament matchup between Malmo and Mr. Buyer. And then later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, a little less than 2 hours from now, we have the Haxer taking on Midiguy DP, and that is for the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Standard Tournament as opposed to the Challenge Cup, and that is the semifinals. So a lot still coming your way here among the Speed Gaming networks. Thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, for my broadcast partner Sinister Sama, I'm Ferran Burgundy saying stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe. So long, everyone.
Take care, folks. See you in the next race.